2 months ago, I abandoned ICT completely and started trading with the volume profile. 1 month ago, I completely crushed a 50K top step combine in just 4 days. And for the last 10 days, I've been on a winning streak in that funded account. Last week alone, I pulled out a $1,000 payout from that funded account. And now today, I'll be going through and pulling back the curtain on the funded account, the stats, my trades, the good, the bad, the ugly. So stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this. Okay, guys, what is going on? Like I said, I'm going to be going through everything here in my funded account. Let's start with the review here. So a total of 3,200 has been made. As you can see, the balance is 22 from the $1,000 payout. Link will be in the description for that video. But things kind of got a bit hairy. Friday was an absolute mess. Wednesday, I had a little bit of trouble as well. So my win rate suffered significantly. If we pull out those 2 days I guess let's go from here to there. My win rate was crazy good. Very, very good. Very, very nice. A lot of mental pressure came with being on this win streak that I think is really important to note. But first thing I want to do is go through the stats. So let's tear through that. Here to here. 3,200, 53% win rate, 1-to-4 ratio, which is it's actually bad for me. I usually go for the 1-to-1, but I've been kind of messing with a few different things because this is still developing, right? I'm still developing this trading strategy, this trading framework, if you will. I don't think a strategy is the right way to put it. I think a framework is better because I don't really have one set thing that I do or one set model. There's nothing really too mechanical about it. Everything's really just based on discretion. And the volume profile. So profit factor is a 1.61. I've made 8,400. I've lost 5,200. So not the best, but the graph looks good. That's always a plus. Let's see. My best trade is $1,600. My worst trade is negative $300. And this trade actually came on Friday, which is pretty crazy. Average loss duration, 18 seconds. Average trade duration is 40. Average win duration is 58 seconds. Win rates is suffering for the under 15 and then the 15 to 45 seconds. This was a lot better. Like I said, more towards the middle of the week, but we are still on a win streak, right? I'm not going to count the Wednesday because it's pretty much break even, but we're on a 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-day win streak. Like I said, a total of 3,200 made. And it's been tough. Honestly, it's been tough. Just really this week was the toughest for me. Monday was an absolute dream trade. One and done. Thursday was really easy too. I tried something new. I didn't trade the market open like I usually do, but this worked out really, really well. Really, really well. But yeah, let's go into the trades here. Cool. So Monday was my bread and butter. Point of control tap hit really nicely. So what I do is I take the fixed volume profile tool. And as soon as 9:30 opens, I will start dragging it as the 1 minute candles print. And what I usually find is that I'm able to set a limit order at that point of control. And as long as it's aligned with the overall trend, it'll usually hit my limit order. It'll go about 12 and a half, sometimes 13 points into profit before going to my stop loss. That's exactly how I passed the funded challenge. That's exactly how I got the payout using this specific strategy. I specifically used the break and retest of the point of control. Now, this worked really, really well on Monday. Tuesday, it didn't work so well. This was a point of control tap. And the issue I found with this is that we were very twitchy on Tuesday. We were very, very twitchy. It was very difficult to push with this and to actually see it work out. But so this didn't work. Hit the second trade, which was a break and retest. This is the bread and butter. This worked very, very nice. Hit a break and retest again, but we completely ripped through my stop loss before going up. And then this one was a point of control break and retest, but it was more of a discretion trade. I usually don't target the 2R right off the bat, but it just seemed like we failed to make this high. We failed to break through this high. So now this is one swing high, and now we have a lower swing high right there. We started rejecting pretty nicely from this area. I thought that we wanted to tap into this overnight zone right here, maybe before coming back up, or we might just dump right through it. So I set a limit order here. Once this candle broke, we came back up. My limit order was set, tapped in here, and I targeted a fixed 2R. So this one was a really clean trade. I did take 2 losses prior to that, and that kind of reflects here. So I was down 257, break even, down, and then we ended the day positive with 233, and I locked the accounts. Wednesday was an absolute nightmare. Wednesday was a nightmare. I like to give myself 3 tries, and I gave myself four. So I did break my rules there, but I was able to pull it out and come out of it break even. This was a really tough day, and this kind of foreshadows what happened on Friday. As you can see, on Friday I took 20 trades. Wednesday I took 11 trades. That is not normal for me. That is not something that I like doing. I definitely went on a little bit of a tilt streak. And I was very, very lucky to come out green both those days. But let's dive into Wednesday. So Wednesday, I blew an eval that day, but I was okay with it because Top Step gave out a free reset and it was close to being blown already. So I kind of sent that one. But I did have a really hard time trading. It took way too many trades, ruined my win rate. It's just true. 100% true. The price action was just very, very wicky for my type of trading, and the swings were a lot higher than they usually are. Like I said, I can usually get 12 and a half points of profit before my stop loss gets hit, but that just was not the case on Wednesday. And it was tough. It was definitely very, very tough. I took a lot of trades. Yeah, just took way too many trades on Wednesday. Honestly, they were all pretty much in my framework. I was just spamming the setups. That's really the issue. They were all in my framework. I was just spamming the setups. Realistically, once I hit the negative 515, I should have just locked out and just took the red day, but I just could not accept the loss, and that's something that could really be detrimental to my funded accounts in the future. The Wednesday was scratched. As soon as I got back to break even, I just locked myself out. Mentally, I was exhausted. The mental capital was drained completely, and it was very, very tough to get back to the break even. But once I did, I was like, all right, that's it. Wednesday was super clean, one and done. I tried something new. I was like, hey, like if we had a really, really bad morning session yesterday, let me just give it a shot, and see what I can do here. So what I did was I pulled the volume profile tool from the start of the session. Let's see if we can move this. I pulled this from the start of the session, 6 p.m. Wednesday night, all the way until current time, which is about 6 in the morning on Thursday. And I just drew that we broke through all this. I think we swept through, I think it was Tuesday low, and we just had this really nice high volume node, and there was two shelves here, but there really wasn't that much of a low volume node right here, so I just used it as the full thing. And we were just we were reacting so bullishly inside of here. I think we actually came off of the lower end of this point of control right here, so we broke through it, we tapped it. I had confidence that we were going to continue higher and even go for previous day value area low, which we ended up going for, but I just set it my stop loss pretty much right above here at this swing high. So that was a super clean trade, and something that I just experimented with, right? I knew my risk. My risk was I was going to lose $250 if I was wrong. And I was, at least gonna, if I was right, I was gonna at least make $250, right? I ended up making more, which is awesome, but it is what it is. So Friday, this day was just absolutely, it looks like a lot of trades. And it was a lot of trades. Some of them were not in my framework here, and I suffered. I definitely paid the price for it. Not the ultimate price, which would be losing the account, but the big thing that killed me was greed. Honestly, it was greed. Greed. I was up 141 bucks after being down quite a bit, and I could not accept that I wasn't at that $200 mark to count it as a green day, right? Because for Top Step, it doesn't count as a day towards payout unless you're at $200, right? So I need five. I was at three. I'm still at three. And I was like, all right, let me risk it. And I definitely risked it. I risked this, and I lost immediately. And I went on a nice four trade losing streak in a row. Got hit break even. I think I closed early on this one. Lost, break even, lost, break even, break even, break even, lost. I finally won one. Break even, lost, and then I hit a crazy $1,600 trade. I was down 1,500 bucks, and I pulled a $1,600 trade out of this. And that's what got me at $134 for that day. I'm not proud of that. I do not recommend that. That was very stupid. I could have easily blown my accounts. Yeah, that is something that I have to work on, right? I have something that works. It works very, very well, as you can see, minus these 2 days right here. But these 2 days were actually 100% a me issue, right? Like my mentality, or yeah, I guess my psychology, or whatever you want to call it, I just could not accept the loss, and I didn't like the idea of breaking this winning streak. And after some reflection, I realized that that's a very common occurrence for me. That happened when I was trading ICT. It's happening when I'm trading this. And it's so easy to for that to not happen when your first trade wins and I can just lock out, right? It's very it's very taxing, right? Mentally. It's very taxing. I remember Sunday the 20th, I was a little anxious, like I'm gonna try at the open tomorrow. I hope it wins. What if it doesn't win and the winning streak's gonna be over? Then, what if this actually doesn't work? What if this value profile stuff I'm doing actually doesn't work? And I let that anxiety kind of carry me through the entire week. When I hit the first trade, which was a win on Monday, I got a little bit of relief. Tuesday, I started getting a little shaky when I lost the first one, then I won, then I lost again, and then I won a big one, and I was able to come out green. Wednesday, the conditions just weren't right for me. And that's totally okay. It's going to happen no matter what strategy you're trading or what framework, what concept you're trading. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen. But I couldn't accept the loss that day. I was lucky enough to be able to stop myself once I got back to break even, right? Thursday, the one and dones, I'm good, right? The one and dones, I'm good. And then Friday was just an absolute mess. So yeah, this is it. I've come to the realization now that the red day is inevitable, obviously. It sounds stupid to say it out loud. Obviously, it's inevitable, but it's very easy to kind of get caught up in, hey, I'm on a 10-day win streak on this funded account. 14-day win streak if you include the combine that I passed to get here. And it's very easy to get caught up in that. But after some reflection, the red day is inevitable. I'm welcoming it. It's going to happen. And when it does happen, I'll be prepared to lock my account out and keep it moving for the next day, right? Because the only time you fail at trading is when you can't trade the next day, right? So thanks for watching this. If you got some value out of it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts of what I did, my bad days, my good days. I'm interested to hear your feedback.